Hello, everyone. Welcome to our pro wrestling bonus episode here on the feed. We've not been with you since the Royal Rumble, so we've had Elimination Chamber. AEW has had their Revolution show, and apparently John Cena is a bad guy now. There's so much that's happened in the last few little bits, but you are our champ. Reluctantly, you are still our champ. So Josh and I will allow you, as the proletariat, as the plebeians, we will allow you to lead us in this conversation.
Dude, I told you earlier on the phone, this belt it's a weight. I'm waiting for one of you to take it off of me, but you guys won't take it.
Even the coin tried its best, and the coin was like,
Yeah.
we are subservient to the champ. We can't
Grab the brass ring.
We are, listener, this is appearing as a bonus episode on the normal ATB feed. But you should know there is a separate storyline going on in our little pocket of this podcast feed where Jason is in the middle of a reign of terror that is Triple H levels of it's we are under the boot of a regime that shows no signs of letting up soon, Josh. Jason's got a kind of a stranglehold on this title.
Well, at WrestleMania, that will
Oh,
change.
oh, what, Josh? What confidence has never really gotten us anywhere.
I don't know. It sounded like the good thing to say.
Here's what it feels like to me, Josh. It's like
I'm manifesting it.
Yes.
I'm putting it on
You're
my board.
you're Becky Lynch, the manifesting it like that.
No, manifesting.
Oh,
It's like we are in a ladder match and Jason is on one side of the ladder and we're just climbing up that other side. But we're weirdly climbing up in a way that no one ever climbs a ladder, just so slowly and just ploddingly. And Jason just at the top, just punching our faces until we fall down the ladder. And
and I'm also waiting to grab the belt as you
yeah,
guys climb slowly.
the title is completely within your grasp. You've got one hand on it, and you're just like, wham, 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 get down, bitch. Like you're just constantly kicking us down to the bottom of the ladder. But everybody, this is gonna be one of our more faster, looser chats about pro wrestling. We're just gonna kind of see where the conversation leads us. Jason, you are the champ, so where should we start?
I think we got to start with the Elimination Chamber,
Yeah.
the happenings and the after happenings. So
The happenings and the after happenings. I love that.
well, if you're going to end a show with a promo / angle, something's going to be big, and it was.
Right. I think so what Jason is referring to, listeners, is a little bit of news that hit the mainstream, like pop culture mainstream. Doesn't happen a lot even with WWE these days. But at the end of Elimination Chamber, John Cena wins the Elimination Chamber match to earn the right to go face Cody Rhodes for the WWE title at WrestleMania. And we're like, okay, face versus face. But we've got a segment at the end of this show that's going to happen where The Rock had offered to take Cody's soul from him, which was weird. But Cody decided to, Josh, in a very polite way, told Dwayne to go fuck himself.
Yeah. Yeah, it was very polite. And it went something like, "Hey, Rock, go fuck yourself." It's very
was
polite.
so good.
It was really in the only way you can say "go fuck yourself." He said,
Yeah,
"Go fuck
it
yourself."
wasn't like, hey, Rock, I would just really like you to consider fucking yourself.
Cena's
you kept
reaction
that
to
way.
it, by the way, was fantastic. It helped make that moment. He ran around the ring like a child, and it was hilarious. Go back and watch it.
He heard it. He heard his first F word and was like, "We can say that? Sweet." But Cody tells Rock to go fuck himself, and then Rock had a plan B where Cena goes in for the hug, where he's like, "Yeah, man, we're going to WrestleMania. Yeah, yeah, yeah." They hug, and then as they hug, Cena complete face changes his face. It was like a whole new man was on the back end of that hug, and then Rock with the two fingers, because we're apparently doing a countdown. He slices his throat in the slowest, almost just kind of cringiest way. And then Cena delivers the kick to the balls, and we have John Cena turning heel on Cody Rhodes. He bloodies him. Travis Scott was there for some reason, and they
Joining
And
the newest
actually hit Cody
bloodline.
Rhodes in the face.
Yeah, the newest bloodline faction of The Rock, John Cena, and Travis Scott.
So I mean, guys, what do we think about John Cena being a heel? This is uncharted territory since like the early 2000s, and like uh, really, it's a whole new level to this character. I mean, he's on this last time is now retirement tour. And I think maybe a lot of people were thinking we were just going to get some solid like Cena heel work. He would show up every pay-per-view or so, but this is bold. This is a turn that definitely I didn't see coming. Cena turning heel? Are you kidding me? Like, Jason, what did you think about the moment? What was your reaction? How do you feel about it in general?
Well, it was really well done.
Yeah,
Although at the end of the chamber match, I kind of said, I turned to somebody I was watching with and I said, Cena's turning heel. I said, it's not going to be Cody. It's going to be Cena. Because when Rollins comes back in and hits that stomp on Punk on the metal railing, and you see Cena kind of glare at it, and then he grabs him and pulls him back in and locks him in the STF, I was like, is that something John Cena's going to do? It
not
felt
really.
very like no. So it kind of it foreshadowed, and I think like the reactions that Josh was talking about with him running around the ring like a child when Cody told The Rock to go fuck himself, it was like he almost oversold like, yeah, I'm still the best good guy there is.
Even though I like body language.
Yes.
Josh, what was your reaction to it? Because I don't believe you didn't watch it live, did you? Or you
I
did?
did. I
Okay, okay,
did.
good.
Yeah, I did end up watching it live. I went and hung out at my buddy Jeremiah's house. Uh, it was great. I mean, I liked it. I thought it was fun. I was surprised. I like the different angle. I think it's cool. I have enjoyed the continued work of Cena as a heel. I think I messaged you guys last night when I watched Raw and was
Yeah.
like, I like heel John Cena. It's fun.
I love petty, abused John Cena.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a
good and
different vibe.
he's good at carrying it and like here's the thing. I think turning John Cena heel, he either had to go like full send it or else it wouldn't be believable. And I think like he's has full sended heel John Cena where he's like, man, fuck them kids. Like full send.
Specifically that one kid in the crowd that we've all seen in the
Yeah,
meme.
right. All the videos though of the kids crying with Cena turning heel, but it shows the power of like I think that speaks volumes about John Cena and who he is.
Like you could
And my
actually feel,
prediction is he will become a face again before he retires.
oh, 1,000%.
No doubt.
He'll
We're
turn on
gonna
the
do a
Rod curve.
redemption arc.
Yeah.
Yeah, we kind of have different ideas how that's gonna play out, but yeah, we both agree.
So let's talk about those different ideas, Jason, since
Well,
I want to hear what you
real
think is gonna happen in the immediate future.
yeah, well, real quick on that heel turn, I think the thing they did that was great on Raw last night was that they didn't give him like new dark music. They didn't change his look
Yeah.
because if he would have gone cool heel, I think you would have gotten some people cheering for him.
Yep.
And I
Mm.
know that
We
he
still
still
had
had
the Let's
people
Go
cheering
Cena,
for him.
Cena sucks.
Yes, but
Speaking of turning heel on us, everybody, Jason
Zoom has turned
Jason,
heel.
Jason is frozen, and it's a good thing this is not a video medium because his face is, um, I'm gonna say sensual. I think people they'd be too down with it. Um,
I
Josh.
screenshotted it and I will send it to the group after this conversation.
Jason is a beloved member that we just want him to lose that predictions title. Uh,
He's like horny Undertaker. I
yeah,
think that's
you know what?
the
Yes, yes. Michelle McCool is doing unspeakable acts.
yeah.
Josh, what did you think of like the promo that Cena cut that last night on Monday Night Raw? You said you loved it. Kind of what Jason was saying with the not changing up his music, not changing up the attire. What did you think of that? And then we'll circle back around to what Jason was getting to.
Yeah, well, I agree with Jason. I was glad that they didn't go with like, it was rumored like, oh, Travis Scott new song for John Cena or something. Um, I like that they kept all of that. But the promo was just good because he built it. He trashed everything people like about John Cena. Like even petty pop culture jokes
Yeah.
about like you've turned me into an invisible meme for 10 years and that shit's not funny. Like it was good. And I
Yeah.
mean, I think the angle of like uh because I've always been like the good guy and you guys have always supported me, you actually turned me into a puppet that just never got to actually do what I wanted. Like he had like this weird like you appreciated me too much kind of thing, which I thought
Yeah.
was it was creative.
The just my 2 cents about the line where he says like all you do is take and take and take and take. So you know what? When you ask the question, do we get new music? No, you don't get new music. No, you don't get new merch. No, you don't get this like that voice on that song, that's me. Like that's not you. I loved that because it was like I won't lie, like I was the one that was like, yeah, give him new music, new, oh my gosh. And almost like what Jason was saying, falling into that, like, oh my gosh, the heel scene is gonna be so fucking cool, and oh God. But like it's the fact that he's like, no, I'm not gonna change. Like I'm not gonna change what I look like, but like I am gonna start being more honest with how you guys have made me feel forever. Jason, what were you about to get at?
Uh, okay, so I mean, the night it happened, you text me and you said he's winning at Mania,
Yeah,
and to
I
me, I
still
was like
believe it.
1,000% he's not winning at Mania because there's a lot of people are like this little miniature heel run. We've got like 8 months. It's gonna tarnish his legacy. And I said no, but if he wins the title as a heel by cheating, I think that ruins his legacy. I
How
think
so?
some uh, because he's the ultimate face. He's I mean, even Sting went heel. Like it's John Cena. It's just John Cena, or it was. If
I don't know who this whiny bitch
I
is.
don't I don't know how you do his redemption arc if he turns heel and it pays off. To me,
I
he's got
get
to lose to Cody.
so I get that. Like how do you do the redemption arc? It's like, hey, I finally turned heel and I actually got the thing that I wanted to get. Um,
Yes.
I understand that logic. Let me throw this devil's advocate back at you. You turn one of the biggest baby faces of all time, easily of the 21st century, and the first thing you do with him is beat him. Like, where do you go from there? Like, you do this big monumental shift of a heel turn, and then he loses to Cody right away. Like, I don't see the logic in that either.
Uh, I only see the logic in if it's part of a bigger story.
Well, yes,
Because
but
people were claiming when The Rock first came out and that first promo with Cody on Netflix, he held up three fingers. And
okay.
then you mentioned the two fingers with Cena. Is there somebody else? Does Cena not get the job done and somebody else comes in? Or
Well,
is that somebody else, The Rock himself?
uh, because but does that like doesn't that I mean for me it makes me a little like I kind of get the ick from Cena's heel turn being just a part of the Rock's larger scheme.
And maybe it is. Maybe Cena wins the title and like The Rock wants him to give it to him.
Like
Yeah,
that right there.
maybe that's the redemption. I don't know.
Josh, what do you think? Can do you have a thought on like does Cena win at Mania? Where like do you think this is all part of a grander narrative or what?
I think if it's part of a grander narrative, John Cena's doing it for himself and not for The Rock. I could see that being part of the redemption, that he turns on The Rock. And so this is like I don't know, a fun thing. Uh, but I don't know. I kind of see, at least right now, Cena winning at WrestleMania. Um, I think that's more fun than Cody winning.
Oh,
What,
I
what?
agree there.
I was like, I know Jason's with you on that one.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm tired of Cody as champ, but this
So
could be that fresh story.
what do we now? Okay, speaking of Cody, Josh, what do you see Cody's role in this? Because people have obviously been talking a lot about how Cena turns heel. Like, what is Cena gonna do? What is Cena gonna do? We saw a little bit of what Cody was going to do. Like, Cody straight up called out Cena on Raw this week and basically said, like, I don't know who this whiny bitch is, but like, he better not show up to Mania or I'll fucking destroy him.
Hmm.
Hmm.
So, like, what do you think that version of Cody's gonna hold through, or is there like a wrinkle in this that you see maybe Cody could get a little bit more out of?
Hmm.
I think Cody's gonna get lost in this story if like he doesn't actually evolve some way.
Yeah, I agree. I do think something has to happen for Cody, but I don't know. Hmm. I really don't know what. I mean, maybe like this is just pure speculation. So
Yeah, go for it.
what if uh what if Cody actually hasn't told The Rock to go fuck himself? And then like, Cena wins and Cody there's some kind of weird thing. I don't
Yeah,
know. That could be
I'm,
a weird, fun shenanigans.
oh,
Um,
that's my favorite word. Beautiful
but I
word.
don't know. I don't know. I just think Cody needs to lose the title.
Yeah, agreed.
And like it could serve Cody could be like, I mean, it makes sense. Like it could be that Cena is trying to put Cody over because Cena, greatest of all time, everyone knows if he wins, he breaks the record. So by Cena not winning, then it could be a way for Cena to like be very much putting Cody over like
Hmm.
big time. Like I feel like that would be a big statement from John Cena that like Cody won.
Hmm.
Um, so it
What?
could be a pro Cody thing, and then we have Cody as champion for 47 years.
Can I help you? Okay. So, Jason, where do you think Cody lands in all of this? Is he still our babyface champion at the end of
That
WrestleMania, or
well, I mean, the way I feel the story has to go, yes. But like you were saying with the you know, C Cody, I don't know where this story takes him because Cody is the ultimate white meat babyface. And
right?
even when he's trying to act like a badass, it always feels like he's acting like a badass.
Right.
He
Oh my
he
gosh.
really should be fighting from underneath, you know?
Yeah,
He,
like baby faces are always better as the underdog. Like
yes.
this isn't the 80s. He's not Hulk Hogan.
And when it's like, man, Cody wins, it gets really boring.
Like, yeah, I mean the thing that made him and Roman work was that he was always climbing the mountain.
Yep. And that first loss paid off huge when he finally won.
Right, right. Is there anything else from the Cody Cena dynamic that we've seen so far? But bye, thank you.
No, I think we got a lot of story to tell yet.
Yeah, I think, well, that's another thing is I was talking to a friend at work about this and he's like, well, why didn't we see this from Cena and this and this and this? I'm like, because we've got a lot of weeks till Mania left. Like, there's a
Yeah.
lot of story to tell. And we haven't seen The Rock reemerge on TV yet. So, um, any other going out of Elimination Chamber, what we've seen on Raw the last few weeks? Josh, what's another thread leading to Mania that we need to discuss? You'd like to discuss?
I like the whole Punk
Yeah.
Rollins. Yeah. What are we doing there? Are we getting a Punk Rollins match at WrestleMania?
It's a three-way. It's announced.
Oh, okay, cool.
Fantastic.
Then I fucked that up. With who? Who's the
It's
third? Drew?
Punk Rollins Reigns.
Oh, Reigns. Nice. That makes sense. I didn't know it was announced.
So
Yeah.
obviously, at Elimination Chamber, we saw Punk and Cena team up and kind of like, do a pseudo
Hmm.
cat match with Rollins.
Because of the whole cage match thing, Jason? Is that when they announced it afterwards? When Rollins
Yeah,
pulled it? Okay, sorry.
when
Continue,
Reigns pulled
Ryan.
Rollins out, so the
Which
Rollins
Hmm.
won.
like that
Yeah.
cage match was I really enjoyed that cage match. And then Roman pull like Roman, obviously they hyper zoom in the camera on Rollins and it's like, gee, I wonder who's coming up from underneath the ring. And Rollins, I love the end of that match though, with Roman pulling Rollins out of the cage to technically give him the win. And then
Hmm.
just the beatdown was awesome. Like the stomps and the steps, going back in and getting Punk. Like I thought Roman looked like a world beater in that moment. Like I don't know who's winning at Mania, but I know Roman Reigns ain't taking the pin. Like I
No,
don't think that's happening.
Roman's winning.
Yeah, okay. Why are you so smug and sure about that, Jason?
Uh, Dude,
Besides the 10 pounds
it,
of gold on your shoulder.
yeah, I mean, it's Roman, man.
So that okay, you
I
have restated their names. I don't
I
know
yeah, I
why
don't
for sure though.
I can't give you any more reasons that it's Roman.
Well, everybody, that's the end of the show. I
I just he's the most protected guy in the company,
so
even more than Cody.
well, I don't know why give Solo Sikoa wins over him then. But one thing I had to say about that match, if Roman wins, who who's taking the pin, in your opinion?
Sorry, but probably Seth.
That's what I was going to say, Seth.
You dirty motherfucker.
Dude, it's CM Punk ain't there to eat pins. He's there to sell merch.
I hate that my
That's
boy
why he always that's
throwing
why
us.
he always beats Rollins in their singles matches. That's why Rollins beats him in a cage because he gets pulled out of the cage. CM Punk ain't eating pins.
Josh, do you agree with this lunacy?
I do. I think Rollins gets pinned. It makes the most sense, especially with
Uh,
their history.
I'm just sad
Mm-hmm.
about it. I'm not
And
mad.
it's WrestleMania. Maybe Roman hits him with the chair in the back when he's not
Unless
looking.
That would be fucking cool. I'm not gonna lie.
unless
Awesome.
the unless the favor that Heyman owes CM Punk comes into
Oh,
place.
it could.
No,
That's a good storytelling piece.
so expound on that, Jason. I wanna hear more about that.
I I don't know how a favor turns into a big turn or something when there's no belts involved or any of that, but
But because
Punk and Roman sounds like a really big match for somewhere down the road, right? A one-on-one.
right, and that's why I don't think I think you guys are right. As much as I hate it as a Rollins guy, I hate that Rollins will probably take a pin, and I don't know. I just Seth feels like he's going into territory of like always the bridesmaid, never the bride at this point in his career, where it's like, well, yeah, we can't give you the title though because Cody needs the title. Well, we can't give you that title because we still got to do nothing with Gunther. We can't give you a win over Roman because, like Jason said, he's fucking Roman. Like I do
Well,
think though,
Jay's going to take the belt off Gunther.
yeah,
So,
wait, that's like
Seth could be a great pivot for that.
right, right. I just think like it's one of those things where Roman and Punk as a one-on-one match for like night one of your SummerSlam, like that's obvious. Like you do it because that's a main
Yep.
event, doesn't need a title. That you can bank that match. It's great. And if neither one of them takes the pin, it makes sense. I'll probably, go along the lines of what you guys are saying. Um, but the one thing that maybe gives me pause is the favor, but also the fact that Heyman was in the cage with Punk when Roman came back in, and Roman gave the glance back to the cage of like, what the fuck is going on here? Like that is like a wrinkle in it that I'm like, what is that? What is that part of the story?
Well, that's the wrinkle they had to throw in there because you don't have a belt involved. And like normally these three guys you have generally are going for the belts. So
Which
how do you make this bigger?
like
Because we brought up Jay Uso
Yeah,
and brought up
yeah,
Gunther. Jay winning at the Rumble was fresh, it was unique, and it was great and all that. But Rumble to Mania is such a long time, and that feud has lost so much steam.
yeah.
It
It had steam for
it
like a night.
feels like sixth or seventh match on the card now, and I don't know how you fix that.
I agree. Like it's
And I know you don't want to. You're a Jey Uso guy. We all love
yeah.
Gunther, but like,
Well, and I think
how do you build that for 2 months?
even more importantly, Jason, like I love Jay, but why in the world has Gunther never been treated like a big deal? Like
Yeah, I don't know.
he is the third or fourth most important story on Raw, if that. Like
Oh, if that.
Breaker and Penta have more heat than
Yep.
they have more spotlight than Gunther does. And Gunther's supposedly the champion of that show. Whatever Punk is doing is the most important thing. Whatever Rollins is doing is the second most important thing. You know,
The ladies, Rhea and Io and
Whatever
Bianca.
Rhea is
Yep.
doing is the third most important thing. Gunther is so inconsequential. And for
Yep.
Jay, it almost is like Jay's coming down to Gunther's level after the Rumble.
Yeah.
Mm.
Josh, what do you think about the World Heavyweight Championship like trajectory feud? I think we can all is it pretty fair to say we can all say we hope Jay wins at the Rumble or he wins at Mania?
I would hope so. Even if just for Gunther's sake, they need to like get him out of this shitty reign they've given him.
Yeah, but
Like he's been overlooked for sure.
it's so true, but it didn't have to be that way.
Yeah, it didn't.
Unless either either Jay wins in like a nice long match, or you do the Gunther squash. Like Gunther kills him in like 30
Mhm.
seconds. And you go, oh shit, this he was toying with him for 2 months.
Hmm.
And then Gunther's a big deal again, but then where you have to keep going with that afterward.
But he
Hmm.
just
That's the only two ways I see it.
I'm sorry, but like when I turn on my TV and I see the World Heavyweight Champion having an end of hour one 5 minute match with Akira Tozawa, he doesn't feel like a big
Mhm.
deal. It just doesn't feel like
Well,
a big
and
deal. Like,
they're not doing Jey Uso any favors either, fighting Austin Theory and what's
but
his name
and
either.
even
It's like these proxy
Yeah,
feuds are not working.
who do you think's gonna be Jay's guest or yeah, surprise tag team partner? Isn't this a thing? Or did the meme that I saw is fake? I saw it I saw a thing that it was like Theory and uh whatever the other guy's name is,
Grayson
Grayson
Waller.
Waller against Jay Uso with a mystery tag team partner. And they
Who?
haven't announced it.
I don't know.
Like who it's gonna be. But I saw a thing for it, and like people were saying it'd be really funny if it was Joe Hendry.
Oh my God, yes. Gunther versus Joe Hendry actually sounds like a match I would watch. Um, but are there any other WWE like things that are really like top of mind? Like obviously we've got two women's feuds that are going towards Mania. We've got Penta and Breaker going towards Mania. Something's gonna happen with the Judgment Day. We haven't really talked about Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Is that where we kind of want to end the WWE portion with what KO is going to be doing with Randy?
Yeah, I was just thinking to myself, KO Randy's going to be the match, but does Zayn have a match against somebody, an inconsequential match, or is Zayn part of that match?
Johnny Knoxville Part 2.
Ooh, that was better than it should have been.
But yes, yeah. Um,
Giant ass mousetrap.
oh my gosh. Like Josh, do you see Sammy having like a part of this feud, or is there something that we can peel him off into?
I don't know. Um, I mean, there'd have to be again, there's significant story to be told. It'd be easy to include him in the KO thing because he could screw KO over in
Yeah,
their Randy Orton match. But also, like, I don't think Randy Orton needs people
no.
to win matches.
He needs people to
Like
RKO after that.
Randy's gonna kick Kevin Owens' fucking head off is what's going to happen. The
So you
punt
see
is coming
Randy
back.
winning that match at Mania?
He should.
Yeah, I would hope so.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh,
but
I agree with you. I'm just
I
double
will
checking.
put money that he punts Kevin Owens. I put
The
money on that.
the problem with Sammy getting involved in that match is that you should never have a face getting help if the heel doesn't have outside help,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know?
It's like
So, and I don't see KO seems like a man without friends. So
yeah, so
I don't know.
why does it matter? It's not like Kevin's got this big faction behind him and Randy's outmatched. It's not Randy versus the Authority. It's not Cody
No,
versus
it
the
should
Bloodline, you know.
it should be mano a mano.
Yeah. And I think it will, but it's like you're gonna leave Sammy, you know, currently you're gonna leave Sami Zayn in no man's land for Mania. Like that's where I feel like Drew McIntyre is too. Like
Well, yeah,
which I
he
like
deserves better.
yeah, like the Priest match, if that's where it ends up, it'll be fine.
It is.
It'll be fine. Like those two guys can go, but that match has no heat. It has no
Nope.
purpose other than to get those two guys on the card because
Hmm.
they're big guys, they're good wrestlers, like they look good on the posters, like but they don't really have anything going into it. Um, there's no real intrigue with two guys that are just solid hands, is what.
That's the problem with a 2 day mania, is that you're getting everybody on the card and some stuff is just going to be fodder.
What sucks is it doesn't have
It's
to be.
filler.
I know I said this multiple times, but it doesn't have to be that way. You could give them a story. Like give them a story other than just like, oh, you fucked me over in the elimination chamber. Now I hate you for 2 months. Really? Like that just
It
no. It doesn't work for me, brother.
doesn't
Um,
work for you, brother.
but real American beer does. Um, there's really nothing else in WWE land that feels pressing at the time. I'm sure we'll do a WrestleMania preview episode in a
Yeah.
couple of weeks, and that'll be maybe we'll try to get like a guest for that or something. But Jason, maybe give us an update on the world of AEW. Revolution was a hell of a show, and I would love to just know what the champ thinks of where AEW is headed post Revolution.
Well, since AEW hit Max,
Yes.
we no longer have Rampage. The show has seemed like it flows a lot better. It seems like Collision has a lot more meaning on feuds that are just kind of stuck on Collision, but
Yeah.
also a lot more things lead into Dynamite, like the way SmackDown and Raw kind of used to be.
Yeah.
Um, uh, and it was weird because Rampage was just like 4 matches. It was just
Yeah.
four
Like, who
didn't really
cares?
matter matches, just matchups, good wrestling. But it seems with that out of the middle of that, Tony Khan's kind of come in focused.
Okay.
Revolution was hell of a show.
What were
It
some of your
had there was
highlights?
there was a 3 match stretch right before the main event that
Oh
were
boy.
it was probably the best. It was probably the best 3 matches in a row on a pay per view I've ever seen.
Wow. Okay.
And this was probably my favorite pay per view I've ever seen, with the exception of like
Ah,
being live for something,
yeah,
you know.
that's a totally different experience.
So
Yeah.
just exactly. So just yeah, watching a show. The it started off with Mariah May and Tony Storm in the
What
Hollywood
that?
the final ending, uh, doing things I've never seen women do in a match. And
Dude,
AEW's kind of
listen.
famous for their women's hardcore matches, but
Different show, different time.
yeah, they turned it up, and I know we don't go by Meltzer's stars here, but I believe they got 5 stars for that match. Was
But
the first North American 5-star women's match ever by Dave Meltzer. So
like
that's got to mean something.
honestly, like you said, like we don't put a ton of stock in that, but I watched that match. Those ladies earned every single second. Uh
Yes, and I think that was the other big thing for me, was that it went like 12 minutes.
yeah,
It
it
didn't
was an
overstay its
incredibly
welcome.
short match.
Yeah, but they got in, got off, got their stuff in, and like they put the end up on the screen at the end. Like if you could take the show as it was laid out and just replace the two world title matches, switch the men's with the women's, I think the whole show would have flowed a lot better.
Oh yeah.
The problem Mox and Cope had was following those three matches, they were dead in the water, which is why they're doing a rematch tomorrow night in Omaha, which I have a ticket for. Guessing I'm not gonna get there.
Yeah. Those of
So
you listening outside the Midwest, we're about to get a snowstorm.
of yeah, 60-mile-an-hour winds with a foot of snow. So I think I'm just gonna stay home and watch it on the telly. But I'm supposed to be there. But the second match in that stretch was Takeshita and Kenny Omega.
Yeah.
Went almost 30 minutes in a really strong style
Stiff as fuck. Like,
Japanese style stiff match. And then and Kenny Omega won the international title from Takeshita, my guy. And then the third match in that stretch was the Osprey Fletcher cage match, and they
boy,
they took
fucking
everything the
howdy.
ladies did and said, okay, we're gonna try it all too, and they turned the violence up another notch. So
Yeah.
yeah, that was. I mean, there were some outstanding matches early on the card, and they had to be fourth, fifth, sixth best because of that three-match stretch.
Yeah. Like, and there was like no way, and there was no way after that the main event was going to top it. Like
No.
any of those matches. Like those were after you gave me the recommendation, like full honesty, Jason, I didn't watch the entire show. I did watch that three-match stretch
Yep.
because you were like, just these three matches are just like chef's kiss. That
Yep.
Mariah May Tony Storm match may be the best sub 15-minute match I've ever seen. Like it
Oh,
was
okay.
they Jason, they packed so much into that match. And
Yeah, they wasted nothing.
that story, like this is where I've been honest with you. Like it's where like AEW often misses for me is story is kind of this mishmash. Like it can feel like well, we've got a billion hours of TV to fill, and obviously they don't have Rampage anymore. But like, what were they doing with Mariah May's title run? Not really a lot until Tony came back. And when
Yep.
Tony came back, Tony made that fresh. Like we've talked about it on the show before, and this is not really an original take, but like how Liv Morgan carried WWE Women's Division in 2024 makes Josh very happy. Every time we mention Liv Morgan, the amount of Liv Morgan memes we send in our group chat is exorbitant.
Probably
But
unhealthy.
probably we should probably get medicated for
Keep them coming, gents. Keep them coming.
it. Josh's life
That's
motto:
what he said.
keep them coming.
Yeah.
So yikes. But I think you can very easily say the same thing about Tony Storm in the last 2 years of AEW women's wrestling. Like Tony Storm is the AEW women's division. Like I'm not saying
Oh
there
yeah.
there aren't other great ladies in that division, but the thing that makes Mariah May work is Tony Storm.
Oh, of course. And they
What?
had that feud ran 18 months, or that
That's
story ran
insane.
18 months. But the three matches were in the last 9 months. That was a match, and then Tony Storm had months off, and then we get the
Right?
last two matches a month and a week apart from each other. So like they took so long to set that story up, and we all knew it was coming, but it still paid off when it happened.
And it delivered. And it
Yep,
delivered. Like
it was
how
beautiful.
how many times does an 18-month story actually deliver with its conclusion? Like that's
Cody
crazy.
and Roman.
Yeah, Cody and Roman. Like it's great long-term storytelling with dips and curves and valleys and mountains like in between. But Jason, I just so it's a kind of like an AEW history lesson. Would you say that the Tony Storm Mariah May feud is top five feud in the history of the
Oh, for
company?
sure,
Top
for
three?
sure.
Like,
That what do you like?
yeah.
Um,
Well, yeah. I guess I'm asking for you personally.
for me personally, it has to be top five. But then again, me personally, probably four of those feuds are gonna have Hangman in them. But
Right, right.
I he,
As Josh
I
grins,
just
because we all
well,
know
no,
it.
I think he's the protagonist of AEW,
Yeah,
and you know, his feud with Mox, his feud with Swerve, his feud with Kenny, built off their being tag partners, building to the feud. Those are all up there for me. So,
I think
it's there.
I think by feud with Swerve, you meant when those two men tried to kill each other.
Well, but it didn't start that way.
I
It
know,
got there quick, but it didn't begin there.
there was a lot of arson in between.
There was one arson.
I lit his house on fire once.
There was
Like
just
it was
one arson.
once.
It's only one
There was
arson.
one. There was one attempted kidnapping or slash baby threatening, and one arson. That's pretty
I
equal
just
in my
love,
book.
I love the tone in Jason's voice. Josh was like, I did one arson. I did
One
one
arson.
arson.
One
So
house.
one house, and it was Swerve's house.
Yeah.
Um, so I feel like, we talked about that three match stretch. Obviously, I think Kenny is headed towards Okada at All In. I think that's pretty fair. Are we headed
Yep.
towards Swerve Moxley at All In?
Swerve Moxley's gonna happen here next month at Dynamite or at Dynasty. Um,
Okay. Oh, we do have a pay-per-view
Cope
in
and
between
Mox are having their rematch. Swerve beat Ricochet at the pay-per-view. Winner of
to
that
become
match
the number
became
one
the number one
contender.
contender.
Yeah.
Dynasty is the first week of April. Whoever wins this match tomorrow night, and I think it's Mox. That's what you're gonna do there.
Okay.
A lot of people want this Death Riders storyline to end. They say put the belt back on Swerve, put a rocket on him, All In, do whatever you bring. Danielson's not technically retired. He's just retired from full-time wrestling. They say you bring Danielson back and have him and Mox and a big payoff there of him, the plastic bag, maybe make it a plastic
Yeah.
bag match. Um,
Plastic bag match.
yeah, why not, dude?
The AEW related kinks just get weirder and weirder.
They do. They do.
Um, well,
We don't
speaking
we
of,
don't kink shame here.
you know what? We don't. That is from the early days from the other feed. Everybody,
Yeah.
if you're like, well, that was weird, and like, actually, it's not. Um,
It's par for the
um,
course here.
speaking of people who aren't technically retired, Josh isn't technically retired, but Josh is not as in the loop on AEW, even as myself. But you had to see that Cope did not pick up the AEW World Championship, Josh, and Cope, the artist formerly known as Edge, is your guy. Was there any part of you that thought that you would see Adam Copeland as AEW World Champion? Or was that just wish fulfillment?
I don't know. I mean, I think it would be cool, but like you said, it's because I'm an Edge fan.
He's
uh,
constantly edging.
yeah, constantly. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe one day, but maybe it also doesn't make sense for the company. I don't know AEW well enough, like you said, to make such a judgment. I think it'd be cool. But I did see. I mean, I saw some highlights. Like I saw a bunch of highlights from the Tony Storm match. I think well, at least on, like you said, the previous feed, I made it well known that I'm a Tony Storm fan.
Yes.
I enjoy following her. Um, so that was cool. I did see highlights from the cage match y'all referenced.
Gnarly.
I saw the backflip off the cage,
Oh,
that
the
bit.
Spanish Fly.
Yeah, yeah. Um, these things, but I don't know.
No, that's good. Like that's I think what maybe also kind of made us, WWE guys really happy is like Christian finally, quote, cashed in his
Oh
contract.
yeah,
That,
right.
but like it had to be like related to Edge. It's like they're oil and water at this point. Like they're not gonna mesh at this point. They might as well just be enemies. Do you think we're headed towards another, like, Jason, are we headed towards another big Edge Christian match like at maybe All In?
Maybe. I there might be something more interesting there of Christian kind of maybe if Edge loses tomorrow night, maybe puts a few more people over because Edge is getting a lot of crap right now for not putting anybody over
Hmm.
in
Mm.
AEW for not taking clean losses. Every time he loses, it seems like it's Christian's fault.
Okay.
Um,
So
what
maybe a
if
clean loss to
Christian
Christian?
maybe a clean loss to Mox first
Oh
or
yeah,
a
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
clean-ish, but
Because it is a
I don't
street
even know if a
fight,
clean
right?
loss. It's a street fight, so you could have all the shenanigans
Yes.
and
Yeah.
still, but but he could still pin him in the ring. Pretty decisive.
That was a really weird
But
drunken Matt Hardy reference I just did right there. But we'll let it roll.
yeah, maybe you
Yeah,
get
Brother
maybe you get
Nero.
maybe you get Christian getting to Edge finally and saying, hey, the way you're doing things isn't working. Come to this side.
Yep.
Yeah, I think an Edge heel turn would be much more profitable in the future than
Yeah. Is there any other
because you can't ever turn Christian face again. He's
oh
just too
God,
good of
no.
a heel.
Don't do the opposite of Cena. Do the opposite of Cena.
Yes.
Like, at the end of his career, keep him a heel until the day he dies now, because he's
Yep.
found that sweet spot. Well, and the real life Jay Riso is, I feel like he's a good dude. That when the TV camera gets turned on, he's just fucking despicable. But like he's actually probably not like a bad dude in real life. Like I just love that he's able to channel that when he's on screen. Any other final thoughts on AEW, Jason, that people would just maybe need to know, things to look forward to as we
I
wrap
I
up?
think we're gonna be I think they're gonna be heating things up here with Dynasty into Double or Nothing into All In. So
Yeah,
uh, the product's been a lot better. Collision's been amazing. I think Collision's been the best wrestling show on TV week in, week out.
that was a
Um,
take you shared a few weeks ago, and it made me
yeah,
very curious to see what they've been doing over there. Um, well, Josh, speaking of uh, of a Christian who edges. What are you any other final thoughts for this round of wrestling chatter? No? He looks demoralized. It's the reign of terror that's doing this to you, Josh. You look
I
weathered.
know. I know it's
yeah.
weathered, and I'm again contemplating my IRL heel turn. So there's just a lot of pressure on me right now.
He's gonna do one arson, Jason. He's gonna do one arson.
Shoot,
Just one.
we should all be able to do one arson.
Do one arson. Good grief. Come on. Uh,
Just one.
Guys, thank you so much for hopping on here and talking a little bit of wrestling, what's been going on since the Royal Rumble, since we had
Woohoo.
that fantastic surprise and, just crazy stuff at Elimination Chamber, AEW putting on another great show. I'm excited for this road to WrestleMania and hopefully just another year of talking wrestling with two of my favorite people. So,
Aw.
oh, yeah, and when they show up, it'll be even better. Um,
Oh,
Oh, yeah, champ. That was the equivalent of a oh, Joshua. No, not classy. Uh, hey, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this. I mean, if you were able to enjoy this, I hope you were able to. Have a fantastic rest of your day, Jason. Maybe remind them what wrestling is supposed to be, since you are the champ.
it's supposed to be fun, man. Just enjoy wrestling. There's something out there for everybody.
Enjoy wrestling, everybody. Orale.
Peace.
Deuces.
Deuces.